a sorcerer named Zarok. This arrogant, pitiless man hated his fellow citizens for their simple and peaceful ways. So he raised an army of demons and set out to take the realm for his own. The king's champion, Sir Daniel Fortescue, led the militia into battle against this unholy horde. Songs are still sung of how he spearheaded the charge deep into the accursed multitude, how demons fell before him like wheat before the scythe, and how at last, though mortally wounded, he destroyed the sorcerer utterly. Fortescue went down in history that day as the hero of Gallowmere, and a time of peace began, which was to last for 100 years. And then, the sorcerer returned.
Hello one and all, we're back again with Medieval for the PS1. Just tested everything's working alright, we're up to date with everything. It's been a couple of weeks since the last part, but we're still in October, still in the spooky season to finish off Medieval. I've just let the intro of the game run again as talk here, but we got about halfway through the game last part. We've got about 5-6 more levels, give or take, left to get through. Some of them are fairly long, some of them are fairly short, but I figured it'd be best to just do it as another part, rather than try to do a really long stream last part. Yeah, it's been a bit busy with work and just life, but I'm back now to finish off Medieval for PS1. So, without any further ado, let's just skip the rest of this. If we're all sounding good and we're all okay, I think we can begin. I'm seeing my little microphone bar going up and down, so I know that I have actually clicked that on this time. I didn't forget. I think I've done it in the past. So we just finished the Crystal Caves last time. We went deep underground, fought a dragon, fought some rhinotaurs, my mistake. Not minotaurs, but rhinotaurs. And yeah, so we were exploring the upper half of Gallowmere. So the first level we'll be going to is the Gallows Gauntlet. So without any further ado, let's jump right into things. As a kid, this was the last level that I got to see, because I didn't have the dragon armor, and you need the dragon armor to finish this level properly. They do give you a escape path if you didn't get the dragon armor, but I never figured out how to do it. Let's read this textbook here. Take care not to wake the Serpent of Gallowmere. It is a most powerful supernatural creature that was bound somewhere within these chasm walls. If you encounter it, run. Just gonna check a second before I continue. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe it's my audio that's a bit loud. I've just got the music a bit loud. Let's try that. There you go. I feel like I'm not yelling as much. Still in the morning, so a little tired. It's been a bit cold around here, so if I sound a bit nasally, that's why. But yeah. So this isn't a super long level, which is why I figured it'd be a good one to start on. But yeah, I think this is meant to be like a torch chamber, because with all these enemies that are like people impaled, and we've got like mummies all of a sudden showing up. Yeah. The fabled dragon armor was forged by dragons from an age long ago. Seek out any remaining dragons if you want to claim this mighty armor. So take that to heart. You need to have the dragon armor to finish this level properly. Ew. Sack of money. Yeah. Now if you don't... Oh, we've got some literal hangmen here. If you don't have the dragon armor, you go through this exit here, which will just take you back to the Welt Man. But yeah, so the point of the dragon armor is to get through this gate. Now something interesting about this gate is there is actually a very tiny gap, like it's pixel small, that speedrunners have used to glitch, run through there without the dragon armor, and they found a way to then fall through the map and basically exit the level a lot earlier than intended. Obviously I'm not good enough to be able to do that sort of stuff because I don't know the first thing about speedrunning, aside from just watching some videos. But yeah, I like watching them though because I like seeing how people can sort of break games like this. I'm going to keep the dragon armor equipped though. And what we want to do, this room is booby trapped. So you see this chest in the middle of the room. Well, this has the evil Gallowmere Serpent, which is like a dragon similar to the one we saw earlier in the game. Oh, so there's mummies in the room. Now, if we step on any of the middle of the room, this like faded pattern here, it will trigger the serpent to come out, and he'll start attacking us. You can use the magic sword to ward him away, but I'd really rather not deal with him. But we need to hit the switches around. So I want to be very careful. We'll know that we've hit it if we hear the sound of the chest opening. But I believe the trigger spot is the middle of the room, specifically. So far so good. 2 more to go. So I'm being very careful to stay on the outskirts. Now there is a shield at the back, but I'm not stupid. I'm not going for it. Like I say, I don't want to trigger it if I can, if possible. But there we go. We've opened all the gates open. So I'm going to switch off my dragon armor now. Get my magic sword back. Because we love the magic sword. These enemies up. I do like that the enemies here are people who have literally been impaled. Like, it's pretty creepy. And it makes sense because Zarok brought the dead back to life, so it makes sense that the enemies here would be like victims, like zombie victims like this. It's a little bit of world building that I like. But you need to hit the point of going in that dragon chamber is to hit those switches. It's just a bomb one, isn't it? Yeah, it's just a bomb. Which is pretty useless. I mean, I guess I could have baited them over there, but like, why? They're not too bad to fight, you just gotta be a bit careful when they come at you. But we want to go around hitting all the switches, killing all the enemies to open up the way to the end of the level. So it's a silver shield, yeah. I want to keep the copper shield for now, because once that's used up, then we'll go on to the silver shield. I think we're running towards the point of the game where they won't be giving us any more copper shields. This should be the one for the chalice. There we go. Pretty easy chalice to find in this level. Use the rest of this fountain up. This isn't Medieval 2, so I don't have to worry about them disappearing forever. Just to recap, in Medieval 2, the life fountains, when they're gone like this, when you've used them up, they're gone for good for that save file. So, be careful if you're playing that game about using them up. Maybe down the line I might do a playthrough of Medieval 2. It's a good game, but I definitely think it's not as charming as the first Medieval. I think there's a lot more... I don't feel like it has quite the same level of comedy and spirit and imagination as this game. I can't grab that yet because I don't have enough in my chalice. So I need to kill some more enemies. Come here enemies. Let me chop you up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please line up. Okay, that's enough. Like I say, you don't have to kill every enemy in the level, just enough that you get the chalice filled up. And there we go. Now I'm just going to dash out. But yeah, I think Medieval 2, it's fun. It's totally fine as a game, but it still has the same gameplay as Medieval 1, it just doesn't have the same charm. It's hard to explain until you're really playing it, but I definitely prefer Medieval 1 to 2. I just wish we got more Medieval games, because I feel like they could have done a lot more with the concept. But yeah. So now we're basically just going to be cleaning up the whole heroes, going to different... looking for which heroes are green for us to get the last reward... gold, rather, to get the last rewards.
Oh, Danielle. I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy a little gamble, like?
Yeah, sure, why not? What have we got? You got a life bottle. Another life bar, which is always good to see. Yeah. Ugh, sorry, that echoed my can. Alright, so now that we've done the torch chamber of the Gallows Gauntlet, we're now going to be exploring a very important story level, which is weird that we just sort of go there. There's no big cutscene before this, but this is the Haunted Ruins. This is the Castle of the King. This is Sir Daniel Fortescue's home, and there's definitely an important story here, but we don't really get like... You'd think we'd get like a massive thing about this, but no, we just walk in. This level also has one of my favourite music tracks. I love this level in general. Since the farmers have been captured by the shadow demons, the animals here have gone hungry. Alright, let's feed some chickens. Come on, out the pen, out the pen. Come on, come on, out the pen. Alright. So the chickens here will just peck at the different seeds. There's nothing in these first two, but I'm going to let them eat because I'm nice like that. What we want to do is we want to just chase a bunch of chickens over here and have them all peck at this one here. If they try to run away, we want to just like head them back over. But yeah, they're going to slowly shrink that down and that switch will open the drawbridge. It's a little annoying gimmick, but you know what? I think it's cute enough that we're feeding some hungry chickens that it's worth it. Come on, come on, eat your grain, eat your grain. Okay, we're gonna get some more chickens over there because it's taking too long. Come on. Hit the switch. Like, as cute as this is, just, you know, feeding them, I wish there was some control over making them eat it. Thank you, chickens, you have been very useful. Yeah. Alright, let's talk to the gargoyle.
Welcome to Castle Peregrine. In the time of King Peregrine, this magnificent edifice was the seat of power and home to the royal household. Now it is home only to ghosts and forgotten memories.
Yeah, I think the music fits perfect. It feels really tragic and just like there's a real sense of just mourning. Like the king died, the castle's taken over by shadow demons, and as this book says here, the farmers are being held in the courtyard. At the first sight of trouble, the shadow demons will sacrifice the captives to the flames. Move quickly, slay the demons on the guard, and release the farmers. Before we do that, I want to just quickly get this. Make sure you jump over this, by the way. That is actually a gap there. What I want to do is, you can go ranged or you can go close range, it doesn't really matter. I like to use the magic sword because I feel like the damage just deals with them in a couple of chops. You want to kill all the shadow demons in this room. Where's the other one? So we don't have any intrusions. Now you need to be very careful in this next part. We want to go to the hammer, and we're going to put out the flames. Be careful not to hit the farmers, which the best way to do it is to stand right in front or right to the side. Like this one, the switch is there, so I don't want to risk standing in front. Make sure you're not too close to the farmers and you don't jump. Just take your time. I think the farmers could take maybe one hit. Yeah, you want to be very careful with this part, because if you kill the farmers, you won't get as good of a reward for this. And you know, you don't order. Also, we want to help the farmers. Yeah, I'll help you. Alright, so press the switch. There are no flames on. Make sure there's no flames. That was weird. And then we want to run out in the direction that the farmers are running. Back to where the chickens are. And we'll talk to these Yorkshire farmers.
Give us, master. We have no pig to reward you, but we'd be honoured if you'd accept these shiny gold-coloured stones as a token of our thanks.
Oh, come on. My copy's quite old, so it's just skips sometimes. But I do like that they have like a bit of a Yorkshire accent, as a fellow Yorkie myself. Although I don't think mine's quite as strong as that, my accent. But yeah, so we saved some farmers, helped them out. I do love, in this game, that there's quite a bit of British diversity as well. There's quite a good amount of references to different sides of Britain shown off. But it still keeps to its medieval roots, so it's... I don't know, there's something really cool. Like, we got to see like a Liverpoolian knight and like a Scottish axeman. But then we also got some European heroes like Ravenhooves, who talks very French. He seems quite French in the way he speaks. I just like those little details. It just makes the world feel a bit more real. Okay. Some more shadow demons. Again, the shadow demons aren't too big of a threat. They're dying just a couple swings of the magic sword. Yet another reason why it's the best weapon in the game. Stairs. I don't think I need any more energy vials. I'll leave them in case, but probably not going to use them. Nope. Also, don't worry about the flying ones. You can kill with a quick chop or two of the magic sword when they come near you. Assuming your aim isn't as bad as mine was just then. Hey! Get over here. There you go, I did end up using the vial. These guys are weird. They're like the knights in the Pulls of the Ancient Dead, but now they're guarding the castle. It's like some guards were brought back to life. Do they throw hammers or maces? I think it's meant to be like a mace that they throw. What's over here? Silver shield. But I want to keep my copper one for now. Before we go through this gate here, let's talk to the gargoyle who is just down here.
Sir Daniel Fortescue, it's been a long time. Welcome back to your home. But it is sad that you should see it so. The jewel in Gallomir's crown has become a corrupt haven for Zarok's army of shadow demons.
I always wondered what was in here. Like, this always felt like it was something else. Like, I feel like it was gonna be... Obviously, there's no proof of this, but I feel like this would suggest you'd go, like, deeper into the castle or something, but this never opens up. It's just a gate. There's nothing there. But I like the fact that we get to see the castle in like all of its glory. Question mark. I guess not glory because it's ruined, but in its demise. But yeah, like it would have been cool if we got to see some of the people, but obviously everyone being sort of dead, that takes that away. The dragon armor here will keep these flames from hurting you. You can run through if they're not shooting out, but I like to wear the dragon armor for insurance. Long ago, this was once the majestic throne room of King Peregrine. Now foul demons stalk the corridors. The spirit of the king must be saddened indeed. Indeed it must. So what we want to do... Can I actually go in here? No, not yet. So there's a door there. Can't go in yet. The lighting's not very good in this part. Interested that like the window's smashed. I'm reading a lot of textbooks, but I think this level there's a lot of interesting things talked about. Sometimes the ghost of King Peregrine can be seen wandering these halls or sitting mournfully upon his throne. Find his crown and perhaps you could summon him. Alright, so we gotta find his throne. We gotta find his crown. So let's show off let's use the magic longbow. I really miss that guy. Wait for it to come back. Oh, for God's sake. Thank you. I like landing the super shot. It feels good to see the like explosion ripple off. How many crossbow shots does it take? Excuse me, where's my shield? Too ready is the answer. This was a bad idea. You know what? I'm committed now. I'm not really going to use the slingshot for much else. The crossbow. Why do I keep saying slingshot? The crossbow for much else, so I might as well use it there. So that opens the shortcut back to underground, under the castle. But what I want to go for, I think it's in this room. Yes, it is. We got his crown. The castle was constructed on top of a dormant volcano. This great floodgate is all that stands between you and a very hot shower. Yeah. Try not to touch the flames, they will actually burn you. I want to run in here. Like I said, quite an important lore level, but in regards to like the actual length of the level, it's quite short actually. But I like that we get to explore the ruins, and we're gonna meet the king here. I'm gonna wear the dragon armor for this scene actually. Alright. Let's hope the text doesn't mess up.
Fortescue, noblest of my courtiers, bravest of my captains. Oh, that we should meet at such a dark hour, with the fate of this realm lying once again in your hands. Good God, Fortescue, what's happened to your jaw? Bad luck, old man. Now look, Zarok's army of shadow demons hide beneath us within this very mountain. They prepare as we speak to invade fair Gallowmere. If we are to thwart his plans, we must bring down the castle on top of them. We must unleash the lava behind the floodgates. I can take you to the gate's control lever, but you alone can pull it. Of course, it's a highly dangerous mission, even for a dead man.
You don't say.
I dare say that when that fiend sees what you've done, he'll make sure you spend eternity in the most unspeakable torment. But then, I know these things mean nothing to a man of your iron will. Eh, Fortescue? Splendid. Good luck, old friend.
Something interesting about the king is he was actually really good friends with Sir Daniel, which is why, as we found out in the Sleeping Village, he sort of just made up that he was a hero. And I quite like that. Can I quickly pause? No.
The lava has been released, Sir Dan. The castle is collapsing. You will not have long to defeat the stone rollers and escape the ensuing inferno.
Okay. So yeah, so we've got a time limit now to get out of this place. We still got to get the chalice. So what I want to do, dragon armor is the best thing to get rid of these stone guys. You just got to push them off. When I first tried this part, I had no clue what to do here, because they just don't die, and I was like, how am I supposed to get rid of them? But just push them off the edge. The dragon armor is good because it's a lingering attack. I'm actually going to run with... I'm going to use the spears for this. Okay, or not. I thought the spears were stronger than that. Okay, they take a lot more hits than I thought. Okay, let's get the spear. Magic sword for the win. Okay, now get the chalice. Now we need to drain the oil here, or else we won't be able to finish the level off. Oh! Typical. I fell into hot oil that was draining. Give me a break. That should not kill me. Oh, shut up. I don't need to fight anyone else because I've got the requirement for the chalice. I'll hold it out there in case people come at me. Nope. He's got a sword! Yeah, so this bit here would have hot oil that you wouldn't be able to cross if I didn't do that. So unfortunately the gate here is blocked. So after I grab my loot, you have to find a way through here. So what we want to do is we're going to hit the switch, which will launch a boulder and give us a way out. And then we want to hop on here, onto the catapult. And there you go. Just make sure you grab the chalice before doing all that, obviously. As with every level. Who's next? Who is our next Holo Heroes person to talk to? Oh! It's been a while since we talked to Spear Woman.
Well, hello, stranger. I've got a little present for you. Why don't you shut your eye and hold out your hands?
Yeah. I like she says shut your eye, because you've only got the one. You know what? That's actually useful for us, because we took some damage in that last level. Get some health back. I'm also going to just put a shield back on a second. Can't believe this copper shield has lasted me so long. So, as we transition to the next level, this is actually where there was a cut level that never made it into the final game that would have taken place between the Haunted Ruins that we've just done and the following level, which is why I've got quite a big gap here between here and the ghost ship that we're going to be exploring. And it was basically one big chase level, and they cut it because they didn't feel it was a very interesting level design in the end. Which is, there is footage online of it, but we'll see in the cutscene what the chase would have been from. And it's one of the only two appearances of this creature. The other being at the start of the game in Zarok's Spellbook, you actually see it. But this is a Jabberwocky, which is like a dragon mixed with a chicken. And basically this whole level would have been you running away from this creature. This is also the only appearance of a sidekick character that they were going to have more of, that they decided not to put in the game. Which is, when he shows up, this little worm inside of Dan's eye. You never see it again and it never shows up before this point, but that worm was going to be like a helper character, and they decided not to put it in the game. So they just had those things put into this cutscene. I've heard some people say they don't like this random transition from random creature to suddenly random bird in the sky, but I quite like it. I like that the vulture returns from the enchanted earth to help us out unexpectedly, and I like that it gives us an excuse to have a fun pirate ship level in a game like this. And it's a flying ship, which is even cooler. If anyone knows anything about me, it's that I love skeletons. And this level is Skeleton's wet dream. Because it's full of skeleton pirates. Like these two.
Captain, I thought you ought to know we have a stowaway on board. I've told the men to scour the decks for him. Good! I want that scurvy dog dangling from yon yardarm by his bowels!
I love this guy's voice.
Is that red?
And you know, I like this guy too.
Couldn't
He's
we
very
just give him a
soft
good
spoken
tongue
for a
lashing
skeleton.
and drop him off at the next port?
And he's just full pirate.
A man-jack on this ship who wouldn't keel-haul his own grandmother for the silver in her hair. There'll be no tongue lashing. Bring the landlubber to me and I'll tear him a new orifice.
I'll tear him a new orifice. Alright. So welcome to the ghost ship. Home to many pirates who will say Yahar constantly. Because it's the only thing a pirate can say. Apparently. So the gimmick with this level is the little skeleton pirates won't give any chalice and they just keep coming back to life until you kill the big coated blue captain. These blue ones don't give any chalice and they'll also keep coming back, but they also don't have a captain with them. So your best bet is to just ignore them. Just go straight for the captain in any room that you see them. Yahar! 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 I love that they just all speak in pirate code. Okay. I want to just top up... oh, I didn't realise I used some of my gold shield. Yeah, I'll top that up. Let's just do a full top up for a moment. I'm not too fussed about gold anyway at this point. We're going to be using most of the magic sword for this level until the very end. So... Now what we want to do, now that we got that, the point of going in there was to get the rune. This is actually a level where there's a really difficult speedrunning jump where you can clip off the edge of the map and basically fall through to get to the end, but it's a very tricky jump to make. Something I really like about this level actually is, despite all the bottomless pits, there's also a lot of areas where if you fall down, it won't kill you, it just takes you to like the decks. No, the deck's the top. Is it the deck? Is the deck the top of the ship or the bottom of the ship? The stern? Oh, I don't know. I don't know ship terms. The bottom of the ship. The cabin, I guess, or whatever. But yeah. The poop deck. Right. They are gone. That destroys the barrel. There's also a level where having a shield is really good to get through some of these cannonballs. So I'm going to be using the silver shield and the copper shield that I had. Now what I want to do here, I believe I want to just fall straight down because there's a captain down here I want to fight first before we deal with everything. Yahar! Yahar! I like the jackets though. Very nice blue jacket. No, go away. Just coming for the health. Just coming for the health. Something I haven't really mentioned much about the Dan Dash is if you run into enemies, you can actually push them. It does a tiny bit of damage, but it's not really worth using as an attack. It's more of a get off me tool. Yeah. So now we've got this room here where we've got to dodge these giant cannonballs. Thankfully there are some gaps you can stand in. If you're fast enough, you can run through without any problems. This again, having the shield would just help get through them. you. I will say that I don't always like this section here because I feel like the jumps are trickier than they seem. And every time you fall down, you have to go back through this obstacle course again. I don't want to waste my shield too much here. Alright. Attempt number 3. What you want to do these springs here, I can turn off my analog just to help use the D-pad to aim, is you want to hold the jump button as it makes you jump higher. Because if you just tap the jump button, it just does this awkward little hop. But if you hold it, it gives you the boost that you need to get through. Alright. Now there's multiple ways through this next part here. I don't actually remember what's down here, but let's have a look. Let's do a little exploring. Ah! Okay. This might just be for a health out. Some tricky-ish jumps here. Oh, he tricked me! Oh, that's just for a health fountain. Okay, just a health fountain. Not worth it. Go back the other way. The way we're meant to be going is over here. This part, I think the camera can be a bit awkward. You can turn it, thankfully, but I don't really think there's a very good viewpoint. So just be careful. You want to land on this spoon, this spinning bit here. And what I want to do first, I want to actually jump over here. There's actually a good level for the spin attack. No, they don't come back. I thought they did. The blue ones. Maybe the blue ones don't come back, but they just don't give any chance of it. This is a great fight right here. Oh my god, hit him! Hit him! Where's the Benny Hill theme when you need it right now? Okay. I love that he was just running around me. Oh, the captains throw knives as well. Get off me! Unfortunately, I don't believe the chicken drumstick. What? I didn't want to talk to the gargoyle. Yes, thank you. I really wanted to talk to the gargoyle in the middle of all them enemies. There you go. That kills all of them. Now, you don't want to go through that door until we've got the chalice, because that'll take you to the boss of the level. So what I want to do is we want to go up. We want to ride the spoon around. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, look at that. You don't even have to do the obstacle course to get to this. Well, isn't that handy? Right, I'm going to use this life fountain up because I need as much healing as I can. Alright. I'm glad the camera zooms in there. That definitely helps a lot. Little game design decisions like that are helpful. And I want to go up here. And we want to go across this way first. Yeah. You can run and jump, but it's just a bit risky with distance. Okay. I need to get a camera. Can I like... Can I? I'm going to try it. Nope, see, it doesn't work. Right, get here, you stupid captain. There you go. That kills all those guys. All I gotta do. Unfortunately, the blue guys are back again. Which I don't really want that. Okay. Oh, just about made it. Now, unfortunately, every time we step on this, it's gonna go down. So I'm gonna do a jump in place to get it up. It's gonna be a bit of an annoying boss fight. No! I missed the jump. Also, be careful not to land on the bottom steps there, or it will take you back to that previous section. Come on. Yeah, this... I don't think the camera is the best here. Also, it's a bit of an awkward gap to make. Like, I want to just turn it just slightly to the side. No, can't. Also, it doesn't help that I'm getting caught on the side of the platform here. We'll try ride the spoon around to the other side. Yeah, the camera's not the best in this section. I do like this level, despite some of the jumps that can be a bit awkward to make. I'm going to try to be very careful and get rid of these guys first. Just do a bunch of spin slashes to get them off me. You stupid skeletons. There we go. They're gone. Right, now for this fight, specifically, you need the club to damage this enemy. And what you want to do is, you want to light the club on fire. I believe once I hit him once, it'll wake up all the stupid skeleton minions. Yeah, I hate this fight. This is my least favorite boss in the game, because I feel like it's very awkward to aim the cannons at him. And you have to keep lighting them. And these stupid minions get in the way a lot. Luckily, he takes 50 damage every time the cannon hits him. Unfortunately, it's not very easy to hit the... I'm just gonna kill this guy. So I'm gonna light the can, light it again. Thankfully, he never changes pattern, the boss himself, the one you're trying to hit. But it's the timing. I'm really bad at the cannon timing of this. So my best advice is just take the hits and just get off me. All of you, get off me right now. Did that really not get like? Okay. No! Why? Why are they all back up again? I have one hit to go and I'll win. Oh, please. Please hit him. I don't want to deal with more. It's not going to hit him. By the time I get to this one, it won't either. There we go. Thankfully, once you've done that, it kills all the enemies. Look how much health I have left. The chest had a club, just in case you need it. After all that madness, we're finally done. Yeah, that's definitely one of the hardest bosses in the game for me, because it's so easy to mess up. It seems simple, but the enemies surround you so quick, and they're so annoying. Not a fan. Not a fan of that fight. I don't think it's fixed in any other remakes either. I think they always keep it the same, and it sucks. If I'm wrong about that, I'd love to know. If they fixed it in any of the remakes, but as far as I know, it's always been the same fight. Yeah, who's next? Oh, it must be Magic Shield guy. Here he is. Please give me some health. I need health after that.
You are back here for the skills. I think this is
like this guy's German. I don't like that.
But I have something else.
Like they're different warriors from Europe.
Something you may find very interesting.
What is it? Gold. I didn't really need gold, but sure, I'll take it. Alright, we've got 3 levels to go now. So I might have said 5 in the description, but it's 6. There's 6 levels. To be fair though, the next one, I kind of don't think of it as much of a level. With the magic sword specifically. If you don't have the magic sword, this next level can be a little bit annoying. But if you do have the magic sword, then it's a piece of cake. It's a nice breather after the ghost ship. But yeah, so we're finally getting towards Zarok's lair. This is the entrance hall. As we sail across the Zarok's lair, even though Sir Daniel is stood in the middle of the ship, but okay, sure. I guess it's just an automatic ship. Or maybe he made friends with the captain, who knows. We are at the entrance hall, which gives us a return of the Cemetery Hill theme, and I love it. Before I do anything else, let's start with this. Those mischievous imps have been at Zarok's spellbook again. They've shielded by magic the naughty creatures. Take that to warning. But first, let us talk to the gargoyle.
Sir Daniel Fortescue, standing bold as you like in the foyer of Zarok's castle. Who'd have thought it? Not us, that's for sure. We's afraid the master of the house is out trying to plunge the land into eternal night. But come on in and make yourself at home.
Alright, so the gimmick in this level is these imps have torches that will deflect all your shots. The only way to deal damage is through magic weapons, which is where the magic sword is a big help. Unfortunately, this is also a level that returns the annoying imp enemies that can steal items. So just keep that in mind. But again, the magic sword makes this level really a non-issue. I want to test as well. I've never tried the magic longbow because I've always just come in here with the magic sword. Let's test it out. Oh, interesting. They actually can't be hit. So yeah, you have to use alternate ways of damaging them, such as the explosion. Really though, come here with the magic sword. If you don't have the magic sword, well, why not? Why haven't you been collecting chalices? I don't know what they do in speedruns for this level, to be honest. Like, I guess they just run through, because to be fair, you don't have to collect the chalices, then you don't really have to worry about the imps. Alright, let's get our health topped up. I'm going to be using every life fountain I find, and every life vial in this level. Because we want all the health we can get for the next two levels. Well, the last two levels. Yeah, I'm glad we get a Cemetery Hill theme back again, because this is my favourite theme in Medieval. Now, I'm just coming back here for the life vial and to kill a few enemies. I'm going to go the other way, because we need to get the chalice. But yeah, I do like that we finally get to see, from the opening cutscene, Zarok's lair. And it's just as gothic and unsettling as I would imagine. Well, actually, it seems quite cozy as well. Especially this room, his spell book room. Also, you see on here the ghost ship on the top of the wall, murals on the walls, which is interesting. Watch out for these. Hey! No, you don't! Try to steal my magic sword. Again, be careful not to lose that, because it will cost you a lot of coins to get it back. Chop them up anytime you see him. Alright. The Secret Diary of Zarok. 100 years I've spent in exile, using my anger to keep me warm, feeding off my suffering, relaxing with my angst. But soon they will pay, all of them, including Fortescue. He thwarts my first plan to conquer Gallowmere, and then posthumously claims to have killed me. When I find him, I'm going to get Medieval on his bony behind. I've never liked him anyway, always hanging around the court, interfering. Where are you going with that dead cat, Zarok? Where did you find that brain, Zarok? Wretched busybody. Spellbook. Contents. Raising the dead, putting a town to sleep, looking good for the over 400s, robbing people of their free will, summoning demons, card tricks. Little things like that. The humour of Medieval is just, it's simple, and I like it. It just has these little quips here and there. That's all it needs. I also just love this, like, the idea of a book, like a library under a waterfall is a really cool idea. Like, it's just so cool to see. I love this level. This is a very just cozy level for me. But yeah. So we got our chalice, and now we can finish off the level. We've already killed all the enemies as well, so we don't have to worry about anything else interfering with us. Yeah, it's not much of a level, this one, if you have the magic sword. If you don't have the magic sword, then it could be more of an issue, but yeah. If there's even anything there. Nope. There we go. A quick little diversion before the main event. We've got 2 more rewards left. Because there's no chalice on the final level. Because it's basically one big boss fight. But yeah. Get our reward from
Hey, Danny man,
Dirk
how's that
Steadfast.
sword bearing up? I told you it was magic, right? I've
Right.
got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy your chances, like?
Yeah. Hey, nice. We got a life ball. The last one of the... No, there's one more in the next level. And I believe that's all the life bottles. There's even 9 or 10 that you can get. Overall in the game. But we're on 8, so... The next level is definitely where the last ones are. If there's 2. I don't remember if there's 2 or 1. But yeah. But look, we have 19 chalices. Now, we go to the time device. Which is an interesting turnaround. Like, up to this point, we've been through a lot of medieval places, and now suddenly we're going through, like, a time machine. It's a wacky and weird... It's a very weird level, but... I don't mind it. I like that it's a bit of a change of pace, and it's interesting that it takes us to... It's like the entry point to Zarok's Lair, this. But here we go. The time device. I'm going to hit the switch. Over the way forward. When I can, let's talk to the gargoyle.
Using a dark magic called science, Zarok has constructed a device based around the mechanical measurement of time. The innards of this chronograph are fiendishly complicated. Keep your eye on the flying timepieces and get ready to reset the hands of the master time clock.
Alright. So there's our gimmick for this level. Basically we're going to be using this big clock on the top there, which I'll show off in a minute, to open the ways forward. Such as this room. We won't go in this room for a while though, so I want to find the other one. But first I want to explore the bottom half of this area. Fight some enemies. This is also where Zarok's soldiers have been, because we've only seen them really in the Sleeping Village for the most part, so this is kind of where I always took it as this is where he keeps them, like close to home. Yeah. Watch out for the clock hands, they do actually hurt you. And the pendulums. It's a very weird left turn sort of level this though, but I quite like it. I like that it mixes things up. Like, for a final level, I think it's an interesting idea. Just watch out for all the bottomless pits. But it doesn't feel like it's especially... oh, excuse me. It doesn't feel like it's especially harder than previous levels. It just feels like there's more of a unique gimmick and a lot more like a puzzle aspect to it. The brains here work the same way as the trampoline and the ghost ship. But here's the master clock, so we need to see what time we need to go forward. After we do that rune, what time do we need to open this door? 5:15. 5:15 that looks like. The gold hand is the hour clock, the hour hand, and the silver is the minute hand. So, oh, look at that, I've already got the gold one set in place. So I want to jump on these switches here to set the time. Now, if I've done that right, that should open the way. Yep. Off we go. This always reminds me of like an evolution of the Scarecrow Fields area, where there's like this swinging obstacles. Where, similar to that level, we have to avoid things that swing around. The eyeballs are weird. I can't explain what they're about, but just chop them up when you see them. Obviously, you can mix and match different weapons, but I'm pretty plain in the sense that I like using the magic. Oh, I forgot you have to hit the switch here. And that lets you turn things around. You want to point them all together, and it destroys this crystal. That opens up the chalice, and it also opens up little sections of the level as well. Oh, that's interesting. There's a little secret spot there. I'm not going to go for it because that's a risky jump for a couple of coins. Oh! I missed the I slipped off. Okay. I want to be careful not to lose too many life bottles here. They put coins down there as well, which I think... I'm not bothered about coins. I don't need gold at this point. I mean... I suppose the only options they could really give you is gold or... money. Gold or life, but... Honestly... Life bottles are... I always think in games, the best upgrade... The best things you could give people aside from new weapons are life upgrades. I always feel great in like a Zelda game, for example, whenever you get a heart piece. No! Oh, come on. I love this game, but sometimes the camera angles aren't always the clearest. And what looks like just me doing a stupid stumble is me trying to go across, not seeing that my shadow isn't on the land anymore. That was cheeky. God. Why do I have a bad feeling this is going to be the level I game over on next? Oh my god. How do I get this camera turned? There we go. Don't look at me like that, Daniel. So Daniel Fortescue. There's also a level that I find I use the shield a lot on. Particularly in this part here, to just avoid damage. Unfortunately, these guys kind of don't find an easy way to kill them without taking damage myself. So when I open that up... Right, so what we've got in here is a bunch of gates. One of them should open up. This one with that green rune that we found earlier. And what we want to do is we want to turn the train in the middle here over. We want to point this part here in the right direction and then ride the train. Now if the gate's locked, you'll bash into the train and you'll take damage and it'll go back. Unfortunately, when you're on the train, you can't move at all until it finishes, which means it's very easy to accidentally get hot shot by these enemies. Which is not great for us because we need as much health as possible for the next level. So my best advice is just run around as much as you can in this level. But we came in here for the moon rune. Don't think there's any health. No, there's no health, unfortunately. Full stop. Alright. Right, let's ride the train back. Now I want to be careful not to fall off. There we go. Pop the moon rune in. Need to turn this. Oh, okay, hold on. I want to kill this guy. These guys first. Serpentine! Just keep slashing, slash. Little jerk! Oh god, I'm losing a lot of life in this. It's not what we want. If I need to, I might have to go to a... Okay, so we can't do that one. I might need to go to a level after this, just to get some life back, final level. We're gonna want all our health. Ugh. Okay, I believe it's this way. I hope I didn't go the wrong one. No, good. We're not far from the end, but okay, I'm gonna try ranged weaponry actually. I'm gonna go for the magic longbow. Unfortunately, we can't hit them, but they also can't hit us. Like I say, you can't even shoot while you're on the train until it finishes moving. God's sake. Alright, good. I'm gonna use up this fountain here before I continue. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna use chicken drumsticks. I think we need as much health as we can get. Well, I need to get close to them. I feel like this will help us out in the long run. Oh, no! I was trying to run and block. Please tell me I at least landed on the chicken. Did I not even get my oh, whatever. It doesn't last long. Right. I'm gonna walk, hold my shield out. Some health. Alright, gold shield it is. Unfortunately, you can't hit the switch with chicken drumstick. Can I hit it with an arm? I can. Alright. Keep the chicken drumstick and put my shield. No! Shield. Chicken drumstick. There we go. Yeah, I'm not keen on this section here because I feel like, first of all, the camera is a bit too far away from that part of the gate to see, and it's a bit too easy to accidentally start running. This part should be a bit easier. Give me my chicken. Oh, that's it? Okay, fine. Oh, okay, I have to whack it. So that opens the end of the level, but we're not going to be able to do the end of the level just yet. Because we need to go get the chalice, which... Have I actually got enough for the chalice? Yeah, I've got enough for the chalice at least. So, I don't think there's any more enemies to fight, unless some appear in that last room again. But I don't think so. So I need to go back to where the chalice was, and then go through the exit. Yeah. Starting to wrap things up here. Unfortunately, my health isn't doing great. Oh, actually, there is one more thing I need to go get before I finish the level, which might help out a bit with my health, actually. So I need to go back to the very start of the level. I'm just going to run, put my shield. We want to go all the way back to the start, because there was that room where we couldn't go before because there was that barrier. And there was a clock, the one down there, with a life bottle. What I need to do is I need to go down here, check the time. 12:45, I think that was. 12:45 it looks like. Get a good bounce. Like, despite the fact this level is not very Halloween vibes, I think the music and these weird brains on the ground that act as trampolines keep that Halloween vibe going. Okay, let's get you to 12. Now the silver. Right. That opens that way. I don't believe there's any enemies in here, no. The last life bottle of the game. So there's 9, I guess. Yeah, 9. So see how far it fills us up. Yeah, okay. I'll see how much health I end up with, to whether or not I'll go back or I'll just go for the final boss. For the health that I've got. What time was it again? It was 5:15. Yeah, that's right. This is why shields are so helpful. Turn the clock. 1, 2, 3. I also like that they refer to science as this dark magic. Because really, that's what it kind of would be to people at this time. It would just be seen as like... wait. I need to go round to... Oh, come on. That should not have hit me. I think we're moving away. Nope. Stop moving. Yeah, just be careful when you're moving forward, because if you tap moving forward first and then press triangle, it will always do the dan dash. So just keep that in mind. Let's grab the chalice, get out of this level. Like, this level isn't bad, I just think it's very easy to lose a lot of life, which could be a problem when you're right near the end of the game. Now, if this was Medieval 2, I would have just taken some fall damage there, but this is not Medieval 2, this is the better Medieval 1. Oh, just Medieval, as it's called. Do other people do that, by the way, where when there's a game with multiple sequels, and the first game is just called, like, Medieval, or, say, Kingdom Hearts, would you say Medieval 1, Medieval 2, or would you say Medieval, and then Medieval 2? Because I've always been I say by, I call it 1 if it's the first game, even if it doesn't have 1 in the name. Alright, the train's facing the right way. Just don't fall in the pit. That pit also can take a life file, so just be careful there. But we've got the chalice, so off we go! Onto the train to finish the level. Again, you need both doors open to finish. And there we go. We are finally at the last Hall of Heroes visit of the game. And we get some special dialogue.
You prove us all wrong. Maybe it is destined to be a hero. Maybe it can defeat Zarok. The people of Gallowmere may never know of your past mistakes, and you will indeed be remembered as the people's hero. Your time in exile is over. Welcome to your new home, Sir Daniel Fortescue.
I love this. We have a statue! We finally made it! We're a hero! This is what I love in games. It's just, you know, I've gone out of my way to get all the chalices. I've done the, like, 100% thing. And there's a big reward at the end. Like, the reward at the end doesn't have to be a physical reward. It can just be the game's reward. We do get a secret ending for doing this, but I love that we get a statue of ourselves. Now, if you could talk to it, that'd be even funnier, but I love this for just, it feels good to see. Like, look at him, his little skeleton head, and I love that. And I love that it's him as a skeleton, specifically, because that's when we've become a hero, not before then. But without further ado, let's talk to the Welsh farmer one last time. Get a last reward.
Daniel, thank goodness you're still safe. I have a gift I
Safe.
can give to you, but sadly, I can't say how useful you will find it.
Give us our last reward. Honestly, very useful. That is about as useful as a gift could be. We have actually almost got full health. So I think we might be able to just go to the final boss without having to faff around. I don't really need anything special. Yeah. Now, something cool about the PS4 remake is every time you collect a chalice, it goes onto the table in the middle, which I quite like that little detail. Like, it's a cute little chalice, like a token of like, yep, you did it. It's also a good way to, in case you haven't looked in the corner and seen your 20 chalices, to see how many you've got physically. But that's it. Let us now go to Zarok's lair. Final level of the game. Let's do it. we've come a long way. We have journeyed far across the land of Galomir. It's time to finish to end this. Alright, first thing I want to do... I probably could have just walked off really, but I didn't want to risk it. Oh, okay. I was going to talk to the blue one, but fine.
We never thought you'd get this far. Your final encounter with Zarok awaits beyond this point. He has surrounded himself with his unnatural bodyguards, but you may yet even the odds by calling upon the lost souls collected within your chalice. Place the chalice on the shield at the heart of the arena. Good luck, Sir Daniel Fortescue.
So, if you collected plenty of chalices, you'll have more warriors to fight for you. But if not, then you might have a harder time here. Okay, let's top up as much as I can. Guess that's it. Let's go in. No turning back now. Look at us. Alright, 2 chests in here. We get a silver shield, which I'm probably not going to use. I feel like the gold shield should do me fine. And we get good lightning. You need good lightning to beat this first phase of the boss. Go to the middle of the room, pop your chalice there, and let's get to it. Hello, Zarok.
Sir Fortescue, my old nemesis, so we meet again. I see that a century spent as worm food has done nothing to diminish your naive obsession with the freedom of Galomir.
He sends his little skeleton army out after us. Skeletons! That's a skeleton of them. Yeah.
Prepare to attack, my warriors. I want the dogs gnawing marrow from those bones within the hour. Ah! What is that, Fortescue? Your lucky cup?
Alright, and with our chalice, we will summon warriors from the dead. I kind of wish that these souls would be actual Hollow Hero warriors. I think that would have been way cooler. But this is still a fun idea. Like, imagine if there was one that was a centaur and one that had an axe and such. But alright, here's the gimmick with this fight. We gotta protect the soldiers and act like a doctor, basically using good lightning to drain our health to give it to our allies. Now, you don't have to spam the thing. You basically want them to be in the green, so you know they're gonna last a while. If they go red, you need to immediately help them out. And the more of them that you keep alive, the more health you'll have given to you after this phase. But you cannot harm these soldiers any other way. I'd be curious to see No Chalice Run, how they do this. I know that speed runs, what they have is they do a weird glitch that cancels out the skeletons at one point, which is really cool. Yeah, it's very tense when you don't have many life vials though. To be fair, even with all the life vials I've collected, it's still scary. There's also no secondary attack with this one, it's just the one zap that you've got. Right in. They're still okay, I'll give them a little zap in a minute. This guy needs a lot. Oh, you need help, you need help, you need help, you need a lot of help. You can see we're starting to turn the tides though. Yeah, I know. I like that as well, that they will go, help! When the health's slow enough. I should be good now. Woo! Yeah. You can move around this cutscene, so I'm going to just be hopping around and grabbing all the health files I can get. As each one falls individually. Yeah, a bit of a tedious cutscene, but... Definitely well worth it for all the life files we're about to get. Almost full health. I think I just didn't have enough, top us out. Okay.
You always were fortunate
till the
in
next
battle,
fight.
Fortescue. Let
Really?
us see how you fare against my champion.
I don't think arrow to the
late
eye
Lord
was a
Cardock.
fortunate
He
moment
eats
in
people
battle.
like you as calcium supplement.
This is what always confused me. Does Zarok not know what happened? Like, I always confuse me, but it's interesting. This is the guy that Canny Tim killed. But yeah. Alright. Lord Cardock. There's a lot of ways to fight him. I like to use lightning. I haven't used it yet in the playthrough. I feel like this is the perfect fight to show it off. Starts off with a magic barrier around him. So the lightning is a very powerful weapon that, by itself, not that impressive. Charge it up, though, a lot more useful. Especially because it locks on to anyone near you. And what's cool is that once you've charged it up initially, you can just keep hold of that charged shot until I'm ready to get the attack off. Like, I'm aware there's definitely faster ways to fight this guy, but I like using the lightning here, because I don't really use it for most of the game. And I think it's just a good place to do it. Oh, watch out, super attack. Yeah, so he's charged his weapon up. Nearly dead. Give him the zaps. Yeah. I want to go for the... I'll go for spears next, why not? I love this. No great reaction.
Bugger. Right then, that's it. I've just about had enough of your meddling.
The entire game was building up for that one bugger.
Where is that spell? Ah, yes. No, not that spell. Oh. Oh, not right now. Aha! Now I have it.
Alright, final battle. With Zarok in this weird demon form. Like, what is this thing? It's like a centipede almost, with like some weird like Egyptian mask on. Looks cool though.
None shall defeat the mighty Zarok. So prepare to die, Fortescue.
Alright, final fight. Now Zarok is going to have this blue barrier around him for a while, basically shielding him from any damage. And when he tries to swipe at you, that's when you go for a hit. I'm good for spears because I usually go for like the magic sword or dragon armor, but I want to use something that has a bit of range so I can try and keep out of range of his swipes. And you know what? The opening of Medieval 2 shows Dan using spears, so why not? Although I don't think spears are the best weapon for this. Yeah, you know what, let's try the magic longbow, why not? I feel like I've been trying to use the magic longbow more in this playthrough than I usually do, because it's not especially strong, but it's not especially weak either. Alright, this is his ultimate attack. While he's doing this, you can't damage him. And he's going to just be flying around like a crazy man. Oh, you can damage him a little bit, but he'll burn you if he hits you with that. Yeah, you want to try not get too far away from him though, because you need him to swipe to be able to hit him. And I believe he'll only ever swipe when he's close enough to you. Otherwise he spits acid. Nah, I don't like the magic armor for this, actually. Let's just go... I'll do dragon armor, why not? Like, it's not the hardest final boss, but I like it. I think it's a simple fight to the death with it. I don't... Yeah, see, you can't really break through his armor. I gotta just wait for him to come back. The good thing as well about the dragon armor is it's constantly burning him, so it does constant burn damage. But that's it.
Curse you, Sir Knight.
And there we go.
I am finally defeated. Yet if I am to fail, then all shall perish. You are doomed, Fortescue. You will never leave this domain.
And the earth comes tumbling down. Oh, I love that. The remake upsets me greatly that it got rid of that squeak. That whole squeak is what makes that death so perfect. But there you go, that's Medieval. So, as we destroy his lair, we gotta make a quick getaway. Flying on a gear. And weirdly enough, the vulture was waiting for us. I don't know why we made friends with this thing, but you know what? If it's here to help us, who am I to complain? I always like this shot as well of like the sun coming out and seeing just all the spirits finally go back to peace and the world returning back to normal. Oh, whoops. And as all the dead return to the afterlife, we too must return to the afterlife. So, if you didn't collect all the chalices, this is where the game ends, here. It's Daniel finally going to sleep, and that's the end of it. But if you did collect all the chalices, you get to see him be officially officially added to the Hall of Heroes. And we finally get to see all of them. Candy Tim. All sorts of guys jumping around. Raven Hooves. Yes. Just to show off, Dan has to do a bunch of backflips. Catches the drink. Get the wine. Oh, but you've got no jaw. And there you go. We are now officially part of the Hall of Heroes. And thus, our name is forever carved in history as a hero. The end. Oh, I love Medieval. This is the game I play every Halloween. I have a few others, like I like to play Super Castlevania 4. I like playing Zombies Ate My Neighbors as well. It's a fun game to play. But when I think Halloween, I think of Medieval. This whole game is just a love letter to Nightmare Before Christmas and just Halloween and Gothic atmosphere. I really like the British humour it has. It's very tongue-in-cheek, but it still manages to create this Gothic dark world that makes the humour fit well with it. And I feel like the world itself is really fun to explore, and that's something I think Medieval 2 doesn't do as well. Like, there's some fun levels in that game, and I like a lot of it, but I feel like this game's levels are really unique and really interesting, and they feel so... They just fit so well. Like, this game is just... It's so much fun to play. The PS4 remake is fantastic, and I love how it looks. It feels like it's right out of a Tim Burton film. But the one thing I think it missed was just a little bit of the humour and a little bit of the dark lighting was taken away. But in exchange, I think a lot of the things they added were really good. And I like that this credit sequence we also get to see concept art for the game, and it really shows how much thought went into everything. Like, every little thing here was just thought about so well. But yeah, this is one of my absolute favourite games. This is actually my top 10 games, and is a game I go back to constantly. It has flaws, you know, the camera can get stuck at times, Daniel can be a bit slippery to control sometimes, but I think it's so much fun to play, and the music is so good, the atmosphere's there. It's such a good, fun game that I don't mind those problems so much. But yeah, so that's the Medieval 1 finished. I haven't decided yet what my next playthrough is going to be, or even when I'm going to do it, so there might be a bit of a break between now and whatever game I decide to play next, but I'll make sure we get a big series, because this is quite a short one, but I feel like I quite like doing a long series and then a short series, sort of mixing and matching. But yeah, it's been wonderful just playing through this game and just experiencing the magic of Medieval. Apologies for the breaks that were taken in the middle of this playthrough. I've just had a bit of a busy month, but I absolutely love this game, and it's such, like, I really hope we do get more Medieval in the future, because it's such a fun game. And I highly recommend, if you have a PlayStation or even a PS4, PS2, PS3, play Medieval. It is an amazing game. And play Medieval 2, give it a try. Medieval 2 does a lot of good things as well. And maybe down the line I might play it. We'll see how I feel in the future, but for now, this has been my Medieval 1 playthrough for PS1. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a pleasant Halloween, a happy Halloween if you will, and take care. Thank you.